Okay, no idea what happened to the stream there. Like I tweeted, and then it just crashed. So, um, strong words. I don't know. It is what it is. Okay, let's get back to this. What is happening? Oh, it's crashing like that. Oh, no. Hold on a second. I can fix that. I dealt with this before, and it's doing it again. Huh. Display capture. Okay, there we go. Just need to resize that. Wrong thing. Screen. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's better. Now that that's thoroughly broken. Okay. Back to what we were doing before the stream decided to die. Okay, I believe we're on number 13. The plan is to stay on the stream until I actually get this done. So we'll see how long that's going to take. I thought it was like 2 hours, but then of course, you know, tangents. We'll see how long that's going to take. Turn off the stat scene rendering. That's not helping anything right now. Everything except the floor piece. Oh, I missed a lot somehow. Okay, check that out. Bottom piece on floor piece. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's merge that down as well. Make this number 13 out of 30. That number might not even end up being final. Seeing as sometimes too much choice is a bad thing for the player. Save. Okay, that's good like that. Hide that. On to the next. Weird. I stand by my previous statement that there are limitations with modular kits, but I'm pretty happy with the variations I've been able to get out of this kit. It's not bad. Can't talk, live streaming. Okay then. Let's see. Got that piece. That piece, that piece. Missing that one. Let's try that. Merge that down. Why is the ground so blurry? That's a good question. The answer is difficult to answer. Just because, 1 moment. So, the landscape system in Unreal is kind of iffy at best. Like, it's okay, it works for what it is, but it's not... Like, the built-in system is not as good as something like you could do in an outside source, I guess, outside program. That being said, like, it works for what it usually is, but it's also not very performant. The landscape is very performance heavy, and because of something like VR, you need every ounce of performance you can get. So the landscape is actually scaled up, which is why the textures are kind of blurry. So like if I were to take the landscape and scale it back down to what it's supposed to be, first of all, we wouldn't cover the map. Second, if I can find it, everything will be much, well, if you get actually closer to it, the textures are much tighter. It's just a symptom of the actual map having to be exploded out to the size that it is. And that's simply to save on draw calls. At least that I'm aware of, Unreal Engine has no way of converting a landscape actor into a static mesh. Yeah, like it's just not... Yeah. There's no way to convert a landscape into a static mesh. If there was, I could have the landscape as a single static mesh, and that would be fantastic. But instead, I have components, and I tried to limit the number of components I'm using for obvious, performance reasons. Yeah, it's just performance. Then again, the landscape itself is not final by any means, so it's not like it's gonna look like that forever either. Drag that over. That house model is finalized. Close that. Almost halfway there. 15. About to be 15. And then I'll reload my cameras, and I'll see how many polygons we've lost, or draw calls we've lost. The lower the draw calls, the better. While also maintaining reasonable triangle counts. It's a trade-off, always. Balancing act. Okay. How did I miss this entire wall? There we go. that wall. Should be everything there. And then I'll do the stairs separate again for performance reasons. Merge. Yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one. New folder. Hi. House 15. This will be 15 without the stairs. So I'm just going to do house 15. Save. What's that? One big model. Close that. Hide it. Merge the stairs into one thing. Change it to being house 15 underscore stairs. Oops. Well, thank you. I'm glad somebody is. Let's see. I haven't done so many of these, and it still seems like there's more to do. I guess there is. Yeah, getting tired, I guess. Probably just need coffee or something. Those stairs are going to be included for obvious reasons, because they're small, you know. Okay, we're missing a couple things. A wall over here somehow. Some of the underground stuff. Yeah, I believe there's a pole back here, splitting up the geometry. Pull it over. Damn. Still missing things. Grab that. Grab this one. And this one. I believe that's all of those. Yep. Let's merge those together. That's going to be house 16, I think. Yeah. New folder. 16. Save it. Okay. Hide that. I'm not sure how I feel about this one. It's just a weird looking shape, but that's why I liked it to begin with. Okay, let's grab that, let's grab that, grab that. There's a lot of weird stuff going on with the lot here too. Like these weird little seams here. They seem like they're permanently there, but like once the models actually merge together, the LODs are kind of changed, so it doesn't really matter at that point. And I'll be doing more work on the LOD anyways. The point now is to merge everything down into a smaller number of draw calls, because VR demands very low draw calls, especially on the Quest 2. The standalone platforms are not very powerful. They're powerful enough to have meaningful experiences, but not powerful enough for, you know, AAA game stuff. Something the scale of an RPG should 100% be possible, but would require significant time investment, as well as development resources. Okay, underground parts. This is an example of one of the places where I might end up using... I might just end up bringing the terrain up, because having this all this extra triangles down here that's 90% hidden below the ground might not be too good. Something like that. We'll just drag it over. Oh, we missed a part somehow. And that's why we check before we merge. Drag it over. Yep, missed another piece. That's why we check before we merge. Back. Merge. Merge. Houses. This is going to be house number 17. 17. In a new folder called House 17. I do have to have individual folders because it's interiors and exteriors. I'll close that. I'll hide this. Starting to look a lot more barren. It's a good thing. This is the largest one available. Number 17. All these seams and stuff, it's all temporary. Seems like it's a problem there, but it's really not. Just a product of optimization. Product of optimization. This is a very large house. It's going to be interesting to see what players do with it. It'll be interesting to see what players do with all of it, to be honest. Can't wait for this to actually launch. I've planned for content updates in the future that do other things than what this thing does, which I also can't talk about yet, so that's kind of pointless. Yeah, I really should have grouped these together when I was making them. Like, I knew I was going to end up doing this, like merging them together, so I don't know why I didn't think to use the grouping thing when I was first making them. Would have saved me a lot of time right now. The stream would be not nearly as long if that was the case. Oh well. It's fine. There, like that. Okay, let's pull it over, see if I missed any, which I guarantee I did. Yep, missed one. That's not bad out of all of them. Oh, yeah, it makes sense, it's that one. That's fine. So now if we pull it over, should be all of that. And the ground, yep. Now we can merge that to house number 17. Houses, house number... Oh, we already have a 17. Oh. House 18, oops. 18. There. Merge that down. Close that. And hide it. Yep. Okay. Let's do this one. This one's kind of different because it's got this little patio thing. I don't know how I'm going to handle that with gameplay. If I'm going to let players use that or not. There's a door out there because I'm anticipating they will, but I'm not sure if performance is going to allow that. And if it does, it's going to have to be rather interesting how I'll make it work. Already having enough doubts that this is actually going to work to begin with. But then again, it's not about whether or not it can actually work how it is, because you can always cut and trim to make things fit. It's about maintaining the core of what it is, though. Then again, how the core of what this is, the minimum viable product, can be achieved with a single level, though. So this is all extra. That and pull it over like that. Yep, suspect we'll be missing a few. That's why we check. I don't know how I missed that one. There we go. That should be everything. For that one, yep. Let's merge it down. This will be number 19. Save. Like almost 2/3 of the way there. Yeah. Like that. I perhaps could have done some smaller houses, and I might do that in a content update in the future, but we'll see when we get there. I think I might have got all of those. Nope. That's why we check. Close that. Oh, that's an issue with that, actually. I might be able to get rid of that if I raise that up some, but I'm not sure that's a good idea. Because of the possibilities of introducing some weird looking geometry that I don't want to deal with. Scaling can have weird effects on how things look, especially in VR. There actually might be 29 and not 30, because I did have to delete one of the houses that I made because I used some weird scaling, and in actual VR it just looked like a funhouse mirror. It was so weird. Merge houses. This will be number 20. 20. New folder. House 20. House 20. Save. What's that? And what's that? That's another one of the ones that's going to be split into two. Again, because it's got this one section here, one here, and one here. And if we have the fog turned on, there's a high possibility that the player at any one time might see one half of this building and not the other. Optimization. I'll do that one in a moment. Might do that one last even. Possibly last. Yeah, we'll go there. Figure it out. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. I accidentally created duplicates. Can't do that. Okay, just missing the doorway, it looks like. Just fly back around and find out and be sure. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we'll merge that down as well. Merge. Houses. Maybe house number 20. 21, actually. Really should have prefaced these naming scheme with a 0 at the beginning, because now we got 1, 10, 11. I don't know why it does that. It's whatever. It's fine. It'll be fine. And I accidentally did that. Oops. New folder. 21. Move house 21 into that. Move here. Small problem. Okay. Hide that as well. There's another one. There's another one I'm slightly concerned about because the weird scaling on this little roof part. But it should be fine. Won't really know until we get in the headset and, you know, test it out. Kind of what defines everything. That's how it looks in the headset. You know something that looks great on the flat screen, but until you really get it in the headset and try it out, you don't really know how it's going to go. It's one of the things that makes the VR development more difficult than normal flat screen development. Because on like 2D development, a lot of engines these days are just, you know, what you see is what you get development. So you can just press play at any time and know what it is, or know what it feels like to play the game. And that's frequently not the case with VR. I mean, of course, you could just put on like a headset and just do like a play and editor thing as well, but it's not. That's not the same as it running natively on the target device. Like the actual shading models are different and everything. So merge actors again. Merge actors. This is going to be number 22. 22. Okay. Close that. Hide that. Number 23. Consider if I should have done something different on that one side. Variation's important. But you also can't overdo it. Which, believe it or not, is possible. Okay. Let's merge this one down as well. Let's be number 23. Save that. Close. 24. That over. That. Merge. Folder. 24. And later comes the fun of actually doing the interiors for all of these, which are going to be slightly different due to the nature of building segmented type of thing that I'm doing here. It's quite possible the inside will look different than the outside, which is a little immersion breaking, but sometimes necessary for the way things need to be designed. Like house 1, which is generally over in this area somewhere. I think it's that one there with the black behind it. Yeah, that one has to have some really weird architecture for the multi-story thing to work. Has to have some weird architecture like tricks on the inside. I am too. I like doing what I like doing. Hopefully I'll just be doing it full time at some point. Like, 'cause doing automation stuff is fantastic. Like, automation programming is fine. I do much prefer doing game design. And it's not like I make... The money I make doing regular automation programming is good enough that I don't have to do it as a full-time job. But... which allows me a lot more time to do this. But still, there's just so much that goes into making games. And it's difficult if you're a single developer. Pull that over. Okay, just missing the main door. Done that a few times now. Missing the main door. Pull it over. There we go. That's fine. Merge. Down to number 25. So close to being done there. House number 25. New folder. 25. Save that. 26, 27, 28. Yeah, okay, I was wrong. It's 29 houses actually, not 30, because I had to get rid of that one that had like a funhouse mirror effect. Yeah. All good though. Handle that last big one last. Do these ones for now. Control. Sometimes, I don't know why that happens. Sometimes the click just doesn't work. I go click something and it just doesn't highlight. I don't know if there's something wrong with my mouse or if there's something wrong with Unreal. I haven't figured it out. Then again, I'm pretty sure that's happened through several different mice that I've had. The G602 is fantastic though. The Logitech G602. It's my currently preferred mouse. Okay, I think that's my light as well. What am I missing here? Oh, okay, just those. Don't know why that's happening. And there's one of these down here from where I have to do a different. Yeah, there it is. So where there's a difference in the actual modular construction, that's due to the problems of modular kits. But pretty simple fix. Merge actors. Actors, houses, house 26. 26. Open that, house 26. Got a fourth viewer. Alright, now we can hide this one as well. And there's just these two left, and then that big one over there, which we're going to split into 3 pieces to reduce the draw calls. And then we're going to go back to the main first camera at the beginning of the stream, or the actual first stream before the stream went down. And then we'll go and try to see how many draw calls we've actually reduced, which I'm looking forward to finding out myself. I was unsure if I was actually going to include this one or not, because it's got a weird roof compared to every other thing to every other house in the little town area here. But I think it turned out well enough that it should be fine. Worst case scenario, I'll just redo the model and remerge it. It's all good. It's the fun of modular kits. You can kind of do whatever. Yeah, that's fine. Let's merge that down to 27. New folder. That's 27. And that. House 27. Hide that as well. Okay. Other big one, and then we'll do the last one. Oh, this one's going to be split into 2 pieces as well, because I'm probably going to want to do. Yeah, I'm going to want to do the steps separate. Yeah, so let's go and merge the steps together. And those are going to be number 28. Go in here and do house 28 underscore stairs. Save that. Close. Go ahead and hide that. It's not important that we keep it up anyway. Just grab that, grab that, grab that, grab that, grab them all. You'd figure it'd be a better way to do this by now. Maybe I just don't know a hotkey or something. So much time clicking on things. Suppose I could use the tree over here, but nah. So after we get the actual houses together, there we go. Back that. Probably in the stream after we actually get the houses all together, and then test out the draw call reduction. Merge actors. This would be 28 as well. This would be the actual 28 house. Just take off the underscore stairs. That'll be 28. Hide that. Over here, we'll have number 29. This is going to be split into 3 parts. This part, and this part. Because of viewing distances. So we'll get that, get this. Let's get part 1 here. Oops, didn't mean to click on that. Let's drag that over, see if I missed anything. How the hell did I do that? I don't know. That's fine. Missed a whole big part there. Missed this entire side. Oops. Okay, see what's going on there. First, let's grab that one. Let's grab this piece. And this piece. Maybe that was it. Nope, still one more piece. The significant reduction in draw calls, though. We're going from 44 draw calls there down to 1 on this one piece. So significant. Okay, let's go down and merge this piece, and this is going to be number 29-1. House 29. 29-1. We'll do this middle piece real quick. Like that. We're going to call this House 29 Con for connector. If I could not do weird capitalization. Okay, close that. Get rid of the con. And that's one piece. Grab that, grab this. This one should be a little more straightforward. Yeah, just grab all these pieces. Okay, let's drag that over. Yep, got all that in one go. That's pretty good. Right, let's merge this. This is going to be number 29-2. The second part. Save that. Okay, now all of that's done. Do not that. Perspective. There we go. Couldn't remember which one it was. It's Control H to unhide everything. Let's go back to our first camera. If we do stat scene rendering, we're still going to have the draw custom over here from the actual walls, but down to 240, 215. Not too bad. That's of course the entirety of the thing. That's still far too many, but it's still significantly less. So let's go up here to camera 4. 522. Something's weird there, but that's fine. Yeah. Nice. And now it'll be much easier to actually cull these out as well, including these individual pieces. So I'll do rendering. There's a distance thing somewhere. I can't remember where the hell it is. Distance. There we go. Yeah. And we can change the draw distance to like 5,000. If I turn on, I think it's game mode. We go away. And it's max draw distance, can't remember. There we go. Yeah, the men doesn't matter. So you see when we move in closer, that appears. And the goal there is to auto-hide everything that is inside the fog volume. It's an idea that is just stolen from very, very old game design. But it's usable. So many of the old game design methods are getting new life breathed into them because of VR. And the fog volume for this, I believe, is 8,000. I can't remember what I made it, but I think it's 8,000. So if we go out a little bit, you'll see the house is still there. Still there, still there, still there, still there, still there, still there. And there it goes. So it's like right about there. And it disappears. But if you're a player on the ground down here, and you're way over here, unless you're really looking for that to fade out, you're not going to see it. And that's the best part. Now, if you put, let's put 8,500. That way you'll never notice the fade out, even if you're looking for it, because by the time it fades back in, the fog has, or by the time it fades out, the fog has covered it entirely. And that's what this entire day stream was about. That right there. So we take that down to 8,000, which we'll probably change all these from 8,000. We'll change it all down to 8,000 and do all of these merged meshes. Should be 37. That seems about right. Let's get rid of the fog real quick. Let's make sure it's only those. And then we'll do a distance multiplier on all of them of 8,000. 8,000. First I should do... We'll do that same view. Actually, let's go down here. Let's select over here. So a normal viewpoint might be... Hello again. A normal viewpoint might be like right here, where the player's at. Let's set this as camera 5, which is 139 draw calls. And then we'll go up here, at the top of this hill, like the player just came out of this building, looking down that way. And we'll set this, that's a 247 draw calls, as camera 6. And then we'll take all those houses, and we'll set their draw distance to 8,000. We'll turn on the exponential height fog. we'll go to camera 5. And we've dropped down to 88 draw calls. 88 draw calls. That's still a lot. That's still too many. Still far too many for what I'm trying to do here. But it's a start in the right direction and a proof of concept that what I've been trying to do here today is going to work. My plan was to get the average draw calls less than 100, and that has succeeded here. Let's go to camera 6. So this is significantly more still. It's 152. So the answer here might be to just bring in the fog distance, you know? It might be to bring in the it might be to actually bring in the actor draw distance lower. So let's go and take it down to 5,000 instead. Which, granted, these are very, very close draws. I'm very aware, but it's probably going to be necessary for dealing with the very low hardware specifications we're working with. So we go to 5 here. Now we're at 64 draw calls. Move forward, and the house pops in. That's a little much, but it may quite well be necessary in order for the limited resources we have to work with on the quest. 6. And here is the exact example I was talking about. We're at 93. That's much better. Here's what I was talking about before, too. You notice this is being drawn, and this is being drawn. But right there, now it is. Now it's not, now it is. If we bring in the fog a little bit more, let's bring it down to 3. Now it becomes much harder to notice. Make it 2,500. 2,750. It becomes much harder to notice that building actually fading in and fading out. Like, you can tell it's gone if you're looking for it. But if you drop it to 2,000, and then it's so hard to notice that building popping in and out. This one right here. Oh, no, there we go. That building right there. It's so hard to notice it popping in and out, unless you have it highlighted. And it's a very close draw distance. It very well is. But it might very well be necessary for the type of hardware we're targeting here. That being said, I consider today an absolute success in what I was trying to accomplish. There's still some things to do. Like I didn't do the there's the doors, of course. The doors need to have their own. The doors might not be drawn at all unless the players are near them. I'd put some kind of fake, door in front, and also need to do all of these walls as well. Yeah, you see as I just move through the scene, these things popping in and out, and that is by design. Exactly what I wanted it to do. Yeah, it's very good. Exactly what I wanted. Also, let's go way over here to this. So if we're at like the top of this hill, that's going to be a significant choke point as well. So we'll go here, and we'll make this camera 7. And we'll change all these to being infinite extent. So they're all drawn. We'll get rid of that. We're at 281 draw calls. Significant. 281. Let's go over here, over here. Let's make that 5,000. That's going to put us at 98 draw calls. 98 draw calls. And the player's going to be thinking that an entire city is being drawn, even though it's not. I'll bring that fog distance in a little bit more. So it's at 3,000. And unless you're looking for it, you're not going to notice it. It just looks like a foggy day or foggy morning, There's some work to be done on lighting and things like that, but yeah, unless you're looking for those pop-ins, and you're moving at a significant speed, they're not as easy to see. especially if I mess with some of the values and make them even tighter. But yeah, that's significant. Even more so, the castle gates. I mean, they're called castle gates because I duplicate all of them. We set their max draw distance at 5,000 as well. And look at that. Now we're down to 70. Let's go. We're down to 44 draw calls. 44 draw calls. That is substantial, significant, and exactly what I was trying to accomplish. Today has been an absolute success in way of development. I'm very happy with it. And with that, I think I will close up this stream. I thank everybody for watching, even if it's only been a few people. I'm happy regardless. So I guess it's been about a 4 hour stream altogether. Still some work to do on the castle walls and the fog, textures, polygon counts on big items, but yeah. Anyway, I am pretty happy with how that's turned out so far. I didn't get a chance to run on the Quest 2 yet, but it's gonna be good. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.